The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? I know you've been seeing Bitcoin dropping very, very hard right now and you're wondering what's happening. So I'm here to tell you not much. So what are we gonna do in this video? I'm gonna explain you how to time the top. And that's not how to time top, but is this actually the top? And I don't think this is actually the top, and I'm gonna show you some indicators based on technical analysis, what indicates some certain top. There's a lot of FUD going on here. A lot of people are scared. We went down, I think 10-11%. Now we are a little bit back up and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you some bullish things and some not so bullish things, and then we're gonna figure out if this is actually top or not. So anyways, let's get into the chart and start actually looking at what we are seeing. So this is not price now 59,000. Price now is at 56,435, but we are looking at the historical chart that's 1 day behind, because before we start anything, I want to show you something first. So we're gonna look at this on the weekly, because then we can get an entire chart up. And then we're gonna zoom in because it's easier to see. Or maybe, you know what, we're gonna do this on the daily chart because it's easy to see. Sorry about late moving. So basically, a parabolic move that's been happening, for example here, it usually happens in 3 moves. Okay, so you got the first move. That's some kind of build-up, startup, accumulation phase. Then you got the move that's starting to push the price higher up, right? And then you got the ending move that's going up before it actually explodes. So basically, these are 3 moves. You can also say that this is the 4th move that actually breaks. Maybe something like this when it starts exploding, but we are not going to talk about the less than 4th move. We're just going to talk about these 3 moves. So you get an accumulation phase, you got some kind of a build up, and then you got a big move up, and then you got this last phase that's exploding phase. Okay, so let's see what we got here now on our charts right now. So basically, this down here was some kind of a build up, right? We started to move slowly, right, and then we started going up. This was the second part of the move. We started going up faster, came up to all-time high, and after that, this is the 3rd move that's going up right now over here. Now we can also argue with why are these moves not as extended as these moves over here. I think that has something to do with the Corona dump, because I was saying this for a long time. I think actually this was the start of the bull run, but then the Corona came and kind of stops us a little bit. Actually, I was thinking more like we should be going something like this, and then started going up. Then we would have this like these more correct lines than what we are having right now. Anyways, that's what we're dealing with now. So basically, this is some kind of a 3rd move, and we are expecting some kind of a blow off, but it's not happening yet. So the 4th phase should come somewhere around here. If that's the case, sorry about that, somewhere around here, maybe even starts here. Maybe this is the blow off phase. So it's gonna go over here, and then we're gonna get to this big blow off that's gonna be corresponding to this same thing that happened over here. So let's see if you can zoom out. It is more drastic than the previous bull run and a lot faster, but you know, these things goes that way. So that's usually how parabolic runs go. They go in certain phases, like you have build up, you have accumulation, build up, and then you have fast movement, and then blow off phase, and that's the top itself. So what is gonna tell us that we are actually starting the bear run, or we are becoming really bearish? There's no technical indicator you can say yes, now it's the bear market. Slowly it becomes bear market, but usually all indicators start turning bearish and stuff like that. So certain thing that has to happen is that this line has to be broken, right? So if we get below 52,000 on the daily and close below 52,000, 50,000, I would say that this is a breaking of this parabolic move, and breaking the parabolic move is actually starting off a bear market. We are not breaking parabolic move, and I can show you this on this daily chart over here. This move right over here is not being broken. You can see we can still go all the way down to 51,000 and still be on our way up. So there's no need to panic. This is just normal movement, like this and here. I know people are thinking 60,000, round number 62, and then I also saw the Crypto was saying that 10% of whales are starting selling. So there's a lot of FUD going around, and you know why people are FUDing. Usually when I hear FUD, I think this is not finished, because people want to buy cheap. Usually when you get to the top, what happens is that you want people to buy, so there's a lot of euphoria, a lot of good news, and that's the top, because people don't know that we are at the top. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting when we come to the top, there is gonna be so much good news that people just won't notice that, okay, now we blew off. That's it. Because people are still talking about, oh, we're gonna have the 200,000, 300,000, 1 million, you know, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and usually that's how you know that that's the blow off top. But right now this doesn't seem that we are. Now let's keep on looking what's happening right now, and you can see that this is the 10 moving average on the daily, and we just got support on the 10 moving average. Now if we start breaking 10 moving average, it's still not that bad, but we don't want to break 10 moving average because we are just below the 10 moving average. But it can happen. It's only after we start breaking 20 moving average and go down to the 50 moving average and stuff like that stuff gets really bad. Especially if we break the 20 moving average and this line over here together on the daily, that I will say like, okay, now we have to think that we might be bearish. There are more indicators, so let's keep on going. Okay, so I don't want to make this video 2 hours long. Okay, so let's turn off the moving averages and say something about this indicator down here. This only measures the distance between, I can put it, between the 10 moving average and the price. Okay, so when the price is extended, this graph is extended from the zero line. Okay, so a very simple indicator, but it tells us something about when are we hitting the tops. Okay, so you can see over here that usually the price ranges is in this area down here, right? And when we hit the top, we get these huge wicks over here, right? Huge explosive wicks up here and up here. You can see that very clearly there. Sorry, you can see it here, and there's a big wick, and now we are slowly kind of coming above it, but there's no big blow off, right? So there is no big blow off top. We had small tops, yes, but not something severe as this. And we can see this on the weekly as well. Maybe even more so better than on the daily. Usually the price range in this range over here, you can see that this top over here corresponds to one of these kind of tops that we just had, right? But nothing like this over here, or this over here. This is 2014, this is 2017. So what I'm waiting for is, I'm waiting for this blow off top to go above this yellow line up here. Just tell me that we blew off, because right now you kind of you don't have this parabolic move ending, like straight up and then die out phase, right? Right now what we are having, this some kind of different kind of top. It goes basically like, and it kind of dies out. So I don't think that's gonna happen, especially with a lot of market sentiment that's going around the Bitcoin right now. Everybody's buying. I don't think this is gonna go down that easily, right? And that's, you have to understand that this is gonna be some kind of top, and you're gonna be able to see this top on this indicator down here. That said, let's look at something that's actually very bearish but can be bullish, and I'm gonna explain to you. So right now let's start looking about this on the daily. We have triple RSI divergence. So basically you have one time up, 2 times up, and you have 1 times down, 2 times down with RSI. This is triple RSI divergence. This is bearish, so we are supposed to go down, but we are not supposed to end in the bear market. We are just supposed to go down. That's normal. That's how normal things happen, right? You get a divergence. You're supposed to have a pullback, not go down to zero. They only indicate pullbacks, right? Other things indicate, but we don't have any hidden bullish divergence over here. There's no sorry about that, I'm just pressing. There's no, doesn't go up, this is just normal movement. This goes up, this goes up, so nothing there. But on the weekly we do have something that's actually quite bullish, and that actually might be very, very bullish. So basically right now over here we still got this triple divergence, right? Sorry, we got this triple 1, 2, 3 times, right? Lower, 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 higher, higher, higher. So this pullback is expected. If I can just stop doing that, this pullback is expected. But look on the bottom side, this was a hidden bullish divergence, because the price is going up, the RSI is going down. So we have this move on the upside, right? And that's already played out. So now what we are waiting for is for this move to finish. And doesn't matter where it does finish. If it goes a lot lower, let me clean this up, zoom in this a little bit more, so put me line over there. So this move, when it starts going down, if it goes below this line over here and the RSI goes below this line over here, that's just normal RSI movement. But if the price doesn't go below the line and this RSI goes below the previous low, we now got triple hidden bullish divergence. So that's gonna be very bullish and push us upwards. But this is an assumption and nothing we should take seriously right now. All we right now know is that there's a triple hidden divergence. The correction is welcomed, but we are still above the 10 moving average. That's over here, and we are still above our glorious, most magnificent, nicest line ever anybody drew, and that's this line over here. And you can see we are still above this line, so there's no need to panic just yet, right? You have to have kind of strong hands to live through this, right? Because imagine if you are gonna sell every 10% dip. You know, but people thinking like we are 60,000 is too much, people are selling, yeah, maybe this is the top, and they don't know. That's why we do technical analysis and we actually know. But right now nothing's indicating the top, and I'm going to show you the last thing that tells me that this is not over. Every single time there's a top, comes what we call, let me just clean this up, there comes what we call a retest of the top. So this was top, retest, failed, it went more down, then we got this RSI divergence, then we went up, got higher high, right, and then we continue further up and we got higher high. So this was actually higher high, right? And that's confirms that this is not the top, right? Because we got higher, so now we have to retest it, and this is where the retest came. We went down, we went up, and we started going up. And now we retested. This was not the top, and this we know this wasn't the top because this top over is higher than the previous top, right? So now that we know that this top is higher than this top over here, what now has to happen? It has to happen is that this top has to be retested. So basically we have to go down and we have to go up and try to test if we can get above the previous all-time high over there, right? If we fail to get above it and go down, or something like let me just clean this up a bit, or we go down and doesn't get all the way through, then you get this lower, higher low, right? Just like we got here, and then you got this movement on the downside, and then you get this movement on the downside. Now this movement this time can be a lot more severe, because we can actually break the line that we are talking about, right? Something like this. We can actually break this line and go below certain moving averages, and that at that time can be very bearish. But right now we have to test the all-time high. We cannot just go down to zero, right? We cannot just go down to zero. We will go down, and we might go all down 30,000 and maybe come back to 50,000 and then crash again down to whatever. But we have to have a retest on the all-time high, at least before we know that we are actually in the bear market or not. And the bonus content, I have one more thing to show you. I know this is probably the most magnificent Bitcoin video you have ever seen, and I hope you enjoyed the entire video. But I'm gonna show you one more thing on the Bitcoin, because I don't do a lot of Bitcoin videos. So when something like this happens, I get really excited. I want to show you a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna show you. People are talking about that this is some kind of cup and handle, right? It's not cup and handle. That's what people are getting wrong. It's not cup and handle. It's a rising wedge, and I'm gonna show you. This is a rising wedge, and remember the most beautiful line ever, the glorious line that we have over here. If you watch one of my previous videos, you don't understand why we are cutting this over here, but you know, technical, artistically, professionalism, guys know this. So basically, this up here, usually people just take the top, and they, oh man, we just failed to hit the top, and that's wrong. That's wrong on so many levels, because this line over here is actually going something like this. Something like this. It hits this top over here, then it goes up here, breaks it, retests this, and then it breaks it on the downside, goes to test this support again, test support again, 2 times test the support, bounces off. Now it's hitting this resisting. It's again, now it's resisting. So we are actually in a rising wedge right now. Rising wedge. Keep that in mind. So why this isn't the line? Because this retest over here. I like the retest, and I'm gonna show you another reason why I think this line goes up here, not down here. Because you can also say, oh yeah, but it goes down here. Yeah, but then you have to put it like this, and that might be it. Like, but this confirms the top. Wait. Okay, so this line confirms the top, right? I'm gonna show you also a different scenario. This is a lot more bullish, but whether it's correct or not, that depends. But it is some kind of triangle. It is some kind of rising wedge. So although you can put it even like this over here, then you can say that this was testing the resistance, broken a resistance, retest, go up, go down, back into the rising wedge, double test on the support line held, went above it. Here's where I have the problem, that the breakout seemed kind of weird, right? But we had a retest on the breakout, and now we are getting back down again. So this line might actually be something like this, and you can also see that we are actually now retesting the upper bounds as a support. That can also be that. So there is a lot of way to look at this. We just have to see where it's expanding. So if you use this line over here, then it might kind of hit these stops over here as a resistance, right? And then you got resistance. So it's acting a resistance all the way up to top, and we are still inside of this rising wedge. But if you use these lower highs over here, and this high and this wick down here, then it looks like we are out of the wedge, and we are retesting it as a resistance now. And then this becomes a support, resistance, but it's not that accurate, because depends on which kind of wicks you use and where do you put the line and stuff like that. So all in all, the most important thing to notice is that this is some kind of a wedge. And it's trying to break on the upside, but the support line is actually holding very well. So breaking the support line, I would consider that very bad, especially on the weekly. Let's look on a weekly. Is it the same line on the weekly? Yeah, we are almost down there at the weekly, 55,000, but we're gonna look at this on the daily because it's a lot easier to look. So if we close below this line on the daily, that at that point I would probably be a little bit worried, but right now there is absolutely no need to be worried. I know I know a lot of people are scared. I know a lot of people are thinking like, oh my god, we just fell down 10% and stuff like that. Is the bull? But right now nothing is indicating the top. I know people are putting out the FUD and stuff like that, but I just don't see it. It might be the top, and if that's the top, that it's gonna I'm gonna declare myself as the worst technical analyst ever, and this might be something like this, some kind of top like this, because I know a lot of normal people normies are buying into this right now, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Thanks for sticking around for 20 minutes almost in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you like the video. I don't do a lot of Bitcoin videos, but I do a lot of altcoin videos. So if that's your thing, technical analysis and stuff like that, if you like these kind of videos, subscribe to the channel and click the like button, write down in comments for the YouTube algorithm, all that shebang. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. I'm gonna make another video. Bye bye.